This is KGW News at Sunrise.
Breaking news overnight. A man is dead after a shooting in downtown Portland. Coming up, what we know so far. Plus,
we live in a beautiful area. The Gorge is absolutely beautiful, but it's not a walk in the park.
Yeah, a beautiful weekend was also a dangerous one for local hikers. We know one woman died, 2 other people had to be rescued. All of this happening in the Gorge. We'll have details on those rescues coming up.
and our first weekend of 70-degree weather. We asked you to share photos of what you did to enjoy it, and you did not disappoint. We are sharing them all throughout Sunrise this morning.
So here's the deal. Today is one of the best days of the year so far weather-wise.
Yeah.
It's also the last day of winter. So if every day of winter was like today, I would take winter all year long.
Yeah, I was saying earlier, I'm kind of sorry to see winter go because all of a sudden it's turned out to be so great.
You can be so nice, winter.
All right, we have one more day of the 70, maybe 2 more days of hitting 70. Tomorrow will be dry and sunny again. Right now, there are low clouds being reported along the coast. Otherwise, we are perfectly clear inland. A nice, comfortable start out the door. Winds are calm, 47 degrees. We'll see the blue sky again, 63. I've got my forecast out at 76, which is what PDX hit on Saturday, Sunday. So today would be the 3rd day in a row. And today, the record's only 71, so we'll easily break that. Here's Chris.
Unbelievable. All right, let's take it to the west side, 217. After that weekend closure, it has reopened. This is the live look at 99W. Traffic is rolling along again both directions, so some good news there. Interstate 84 looks good, right? This is over near I-5 through North Portland. Wide open, free and clear. No major freeway trouble out there this morning. I do want to remind folks of this for TriMet riders, specifically the Blue Line on the west side. The Blue Line disruption continues through March 24th. TriMet using shuttle buses to serve Blue Line stops between Orenco Station and Hatfield Government Center. Again, that runs for another week. Guys?
Chris, we appreciate that update. Right now, we want to get back to the breaking news we're covering this morning. Portland police say a man was shot and killed downtown just before midnight, right around Southwest 10th and Yamhill. Devin Haskins is at that spot for us this morning, covering the latest on this breaking news. Good morning, Devin.
Yeah, good morning. So right now we're on Southwest 10th in between Yamhill and Taylor. Police have since cleared the scene after being here for about 5 hours last night. That shooting, as you said, happening just before midnight last night. Let's go ahead and get to some video that we have of that scene where police and EMS crews are here on scene. Officers say they found the man in the street here in the area of Southwest 10th and Yamhill. They say they gave the man first aid until an ambulance arrived. Again, that man suffering from a gunshot wound. The man was then taken to a hospital where he was later pronounced dead. Police have not said if there are any arrests in that area, or police have not said if there are any arrests in this case or any suspects. And so far, we do not know the name of that man who has died. We'll continue to follow this throughout the day. But again, this area has cleared, so the TriMet streetcar that runs through here will continue as normal. To give you an idea of kind of where we're at, Multnomah County Central Library here, also right across the street from this, just kind of give you a general idea of where we're at in downtown. But for now, back to you.
Devin, thank you for that update. One of the area's largest annual running events was briefly interrupted yesterday by a drunk driving arrest. Police say a driver went through the barricades that were set up for Portland's Shamrock Run at Barber and Hamilton, nearly hitting one of the runners. Officers pulled the driver over in the parking lot of the nearby Fred Meyer and arrested 62-year-old Brian Roan. They found open alcohol in his car. Thankfully, no one was hurt.
Outside of that, it was pretty much a picture-perfect day for the Shamrock Run. We know close to 20,000 people enjoyed some of the best weather that this event has seen in recent memory.
It was a sea of green at the Portland's Waterfront Park yesterday morning. The race captured multiple distances from 1-mile leprechaun lap for kids to the half marathon. Runners say it's a tradition that they look forward to every year.
It's amazing. Everyone's so excited. I rode my bike here this morning and people were like jogging along the sidewalk and everyone getting ready for the race.
It's kind of silly, to be honest. Like, I've done marathons before and more like a larger half marathons, but it's so fun to dress up, wear green and just run.
This was the 46th year for the Shamrock Run, which wouldn't be complete without plenty of beer and live music awaiting for folks when they cross that finish line.
In an effort to prove to you that KGW has very fit and healthy employees, here's a picture of two of our many employees who ran in this year's Shamrock Run. That's Sunrise executive producer Cassie Taylor in the background there. In the foreground, we've got director Megan Keith, both finishing yesterday's race, they say, in record time. Someone's record time.
Someone's record time. Definitely my record time they beat. Rescuers are urging caution after a dangerous and deadly weekend on hiking trails east of Portland. Ashley Graham has more on that.
I mean, it's really nondescript. This is it right here.
A trailhead just east of Multnomah Falls, suddenly the site of a search and rescue operation.
Nobody thinks they're going to go on a hike on a sunny day and get stuck on a cliff in the Columbia Gorge.
That's what happened Saturday night. Two women called 911. They were trapped on a cliff. Search and rescue teams used a drone to pinpoint their location after dark.
Both of them had cell phones that were very low on battery and dying.
Once law enforcement found them, rope rescue teams tried to make contact.
The terrain we got into was very, very steep. We had hundreds of feet of rope with us that we could have used to rappel, but there was way too much vegetation. It was all briars and thorns.
But then
We had an unexpected resolution.
the hikers were able to get down, emerging from the woods on their own about 10 the next morning.
That was fantastic news to see a photo texted to us that they were safe and well.
But not too far away, a different hiker went missing at Horsetail Falls on Friday. That operation continued early Saturday morning and ended much differently. The Multnomah County Sheriff's Office says a 61-year-old woman was found dead around noon at the bottom of a cliff. They haven't released her name or said how she died.
People need to be prepared.
A stark reminder that the outdoors can be more dangerous than they seem.
We live in a beautiful area. The Gorge is absolutely beautiful, but it's not a walk in the park.
Ashley Grams, KGW News.
And crews had these tips for people planning on hiking this spring. Bring extra water, food, and a flashlight. Even if the hike doesn't seem difficult, be prepared in case you have to stay overnight. And if you do get stuck somewhere, stay where you are and wait for help to come to you.
So as we mentioned right at the top of the hour, today is the final full day of winter. Spring officially arrives tomorrow, but if you ask me, it arrived over the weekend, right? I mean, it was absolutely beautiful all weekend long. So we asked you, how'd you spend this picture-perfect weekend? Lots of you chimed in on our KGW Facebook page. This one, I believe, comes from Tim. Yeah, Tim took a picture of this nice waterfall while hiking in the Gorge. And then we had a shot from Susan who showed off her, oh, that's the Gorge picture?
That's Tim.
That's the waterfall.
That's Tim. You skipped right over Miss
Oh,
Mary.
Mary.
That's Mary.
Thank you.
And she's really happy, it looks like.
Look at Byron being able to go backwards on the pictures. Thank you, Director Byron. So yes, Mary, we thank you for sharing that picture of you conquering the Happy Ridge for St. Patty's Day.
Tim took a picture of this nice waterfall while hiking in the Gorge there.
Yes, thank you, Tim, for getting back into the show. And then finally, Susan showed off her fresh daffodils at a local farmer's market. You like those, Rob?
I do, very pretty, yeah.
We want to see your pictures from the weekend, so you can post them to our Facebook page, or you can simply text us 503-226-5088. Your picture might make it on our show. I may or may not identify it correctly. You never know what's going to happen as we roll through the Sunrise Show this morning.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the latter.
What do you have for us, Rodney?
You know, every now and then the weather models show you something about 10 days out, and they never change, and it basically plays out exactly the way it looked like it would play out about 10 days in advance, and that's what happened this time around. You get that when the setup is really strong. We don't really think of a sunny day as being strong, but the pressure setup of this, if it were a storm front, it would have been a heck of a front, because it was a really strong weather pattern setup.
That sun can be pretty strong, though, I noticed at times.
Yes, it was, you know, it was the first round of golf in the weekend, playing, you know, in shorts and not having to clean the mud off of your shoes and you're done playing, which was quite lovely. Here's a recap of where we have been and where we're going to be today. Friday, it all kicked off with the first 70-something degree day of the year at 71. These were the records, again, all from 1947, at least through the day yesterday. Saturday, 76. The record was 80, remember. Now, St. Patty's Day, 76. That tied the record out of PDX. Today's 76, and then today's record is actually back in 1988. It's only 71. So we will easily break that. And we have the potential to hit 70 for one last day tomorrow. I'm forecasting 68, but we could hit 70 tomorrow. Then Wednesday, it all changes. Here's the setup, that strong setup I was talking about. Upper level high still, bam, right on top of us. Storm systems holding out. We did start yesterday morning with the marine deck along the coast, and temperatures yesterday at the beach, remember we talked about this, cooled off into the 50s. Eventually, sun returned, and today we have the same pattern. We have low clouds being reported along the beach, but sunshine is expected to return with that cloud bank pushing out to sea during the day. The bricks will be warm once again today. They are dry and cool right now. 47 is our temperature outside. 41 up in Kelso. Is anybody cold? Well, yeah. Baker City's 29. Burns is 32 this morning. It's 37 over in Bend. Where it will be 70 degrees today. Here's a look at our futurecast. It does show that low cloud deck just kind of hovering around the coast early this morning. Then it's expected to basically push out to sea. Now tomorrow, now the low clouds look thicker, more impressive. We expect them to stay along the coast throughout the day tomorrow. And then Wednesday, we're still on track to see some showers. This doesn't look like much. I mean, Wednesday's rainfall totals, this is what, 3:30 in the afternoon. Easily less than 1/10 of an inch of rain. And then right now it looks dry Thursday morning, and then Thursday afternoon we get into another batch of rain that, again, wouldn't be a whole lot. Temperatures today, now the wind direction is expected to be north, maybe even northeast. So if that's true, the weather models like the beach getting back up into the 60s today after being only in the 50s yesterday. Astoria, 75, a record high for you on Saturday, by the way. All right, back to today, 72 in Salem. Light northwest winds, 73 up in Longview, mid-70s in Battleground, Vancouver. Portland could hit 76 for what would be a third day in a row. 68 tomorrow, maybe 70. Maybe 70. And then we have the clouds and the cool weather starting Wednesday. The rainiest periods here set up developing Friday into Friday night, and then rain at times with snow levels between 2,000 and 3,000 feet this upcoming weekend.
Okay.
Lately.
Okay.
Loves bowing.